Right now, today, the three suspects arrested in connection with the death of a young girl whose remains were found in New Britain are due in a courtroom.
News 8's Brittany Taylor joining us live in Litchfield Superior Court in Torrington with a closer look at what we can expect. Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning, guys. It is quiet outside of the courthouse here in Torrington right now, but I can tell you the parking lot is pretty full. We haven't really seen any family members at this point, but things could change once we get inside of the courtroom. I can tell you that arraignments here begin at 10, so in just under half an hour. And as you mentioned, the mother and the aunt of this little girl, Jacqueline Torres, are scheduled to appear before a judge. Now, even though the arraignments begin at 10, that doesn't necessarily mean that these two are going to be going before the judge right away. Typically in these cases, sometimes that happens because there is such a significant media presence here, but it could be pushed back to later this morning, earlier this afternoon. It really just depends. Also, I want to let you know that a third person has been arrested and charged in connection to this case. Jonathan Nanita, he was arrested last night. He's facing murder charges, conspiracy to commit, tampering with evidence. He's currently being held on a $5 million bond, but police have not said what his relation is to this case just as yet. But I do want to apologize in advance because I'm about to share some pretty horrendous, gruesome details. Here's what we can tell you so far from police. This little girl was living at a home in Farmington, and that's where police say that she died. And they did an extensive search of that home. They found signs of malnourishment, physical abuse, and they say that she died last year, but her body was being stored in the basement. Now, the family moved to New Britain, and police there were called for reports of suspicious activity outside of an abandoned building on Clark Street. So they came across this shipping container, and when they were searching the shipping container, unfortunately, they found this little girl's remains. They initially said it was the remains of an adolescent female, but now we have an ID. Those remains belong to 12-year-old Jacqueline Torres. So again, her mother, Carla Garcia, as well as her aunt, Jacqueline Garcia, scheduled to appear here for their arraignment. Once again, those arraignments begin at 10. And here we could, uncover a little bit more about this case, potentially what led up to this little girl's death, how she was living, if those two suspects have any prior criminal convictions. So News 8 is going to be inside of the courtroom monitoring everything for you. You'll be able to follow the latest details both on air and online, WTNH.com. Live outside of Litchfield Superior Court this morning, Brittany Taylor, News 8.